Sup?
Sup?
Yeah, way to go.
Sup?
All right, yeah, that's perfect synchronization. Hey, it's Coach D, it's Friday, yada, 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 you know the drill. So, let's get right to it. We like these short ones that we've been doing. What do you two want? Susanna, Nicole, spit it out.
Well, we are with the Jupiter High School Speech and Debate team, and we wanted to let you guys know that we are having a showcase next Thursday, and we would like to invite every single one of you to come out and see us.
Doors open at 5 o'clock, so I hope you all come and see.
And what sort of things are we looking at in the showcase?
We have a little bit of everything. We have a performance in every area, so we have all kinds of speech events, we have all kinds of debate events, and we have a silent auction. What else am I forgetting?
Well, there's going to be crepes, there's going to be really good food during the transition, and there's going to be a lot of really cool performances. So.
Oh, very nice. A lot of talent on that team. A lot of talent right here with me. Hey, nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, nice shirt.
You not so much. All right, so best dress, huh? So, all right, let's see where you're proud. Let's go. Reach in there. I totally forgot. Right. Didn't you ask me not to blindside you and stuff like that?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, guess what? Too late. All right, reach in. Nicole. Piva, Las Vegas.
So is that the right hand or the wrong hand?
Oh, that's totally wrong. She wrong-handed it. Goodness gracious. Look at the size of that thing. It's Miss K. Adelaide. Who's that?
Adelaide Raids.
Ray Diesel. She is also hype man, a second hour, bringing joy and encouragement. Look at that, how that artsy fartsy card right there. There we go. Okay.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, you're true.
All right, another big one.
Tyler Lawrence.
What did Tyler do?
He helped pass out papers.
Oh, that's nice. Something simple. Sometimes it's simple.
know.
Yes, absolutely. Golf claps for Tyler and for, I'm old, I already forgot. And
Okay.
for Adelaide.
Oh.
And Miss K gets a good parking
There
spot.
it is.
And you guys get to perform next week at the showcase. And I
Come
get to
see
MC.
us.
Yes, absolutely.
Thursday at
Fantastic.
5.
Guaranteed good time. All right. We'll see you in the halls.
All right, and now it's to the news.
There you go. Look at you.
Good morning, Jupiter High School. I'm Sam Shaver.
And I'm Catherine Fox, and we're here with your news for Friday, February 2nd, 2018.
Congratulations to the top 20 of our class of 2018. You're all awesome. Jupiter FFA had a stellar fair. As always, at this year's fair, the Jupiter FFA took part in the 4 youth judging events offered along with the Market Animal Show and its horticulture display contest. The Jupiter FFA set up 2 horticulture displays to match the fair's theme of magic parades, which won them $250. Brianna Curry and Carson Hayes both showed market feeder hogs in the showmanship class. Carson made the top half of his division by only barely missing out on the winning in his class. Brianna, in her first time showing, lasted a while before leaving the ring with a 6th place finish in her class. In the youth judging contests, Jupiter FFA member Alex Kane finished 10th overall in the horse evaluation event of 100 contestants and qualified to go to the state's finals in Tampa at the Florida State Fair. Jupiter FFA members also took part in the dairy evaluation event, where they were exposed to what it takes to produce and maintain dairy animals. The vegetable science event saw Jupiter FFA take their 3rd place trophy with a team comprised of Kylie Wonders, Autumn Michaels, and Emily Hagelson. Autumn Michaels, in her first year in FFA, finished 11th overall in the event. Jupiter FFA dominated in the horticulture science contest. Members had to take a written plant science exam prior to having to identify over 130 specimens of plants, insects, diseases, and tools. Jupiter took 1st place with a team consisting of Caroline Santa, Carson Hayes, Sky Henderson, Jared Wilson. Caroline Santa also took 1st high individual, only missing 2 questions total. Sky Henderson finished 2nd overall, followed by Jared Wilson and Carson Hayes. These FFA members also qualified to go to the state finals in horticulture in Apopka. Congratulations to all these hardworking FFA members and good luck at state finals.
Seniors, the class of 2018 turf picture for the yearbook is today at the beginning of 5th period, immediately following the announcement. All runners and walkers, the Medical Academy is hosting a 5K race at the Jonathan Dickinson State Park on March 10th at 7:30 a.m. If you are looking for a fun way to earn community service, get some free food, and maybe even win a prize, come on and run wild in the park. Book for a sign-up table in the courtyard at lunch today or see Ms. Riller floating around campus. Don't forget club pictures. Please check with your club sponsor about the exact day and time of your yearbook picture. If you have any questions, see Mrs. Muncie in room 4203.
Come out today during lunch and purchase a Chick-fil-A sandwich for $6 while supporting the Children's Miracle Network. Spanish Honor Society members, a reminder that our meeting will be on Tuesday, February 6th, after school in room 5109. Be there promptly. We will finalize plans for the induction ceremony. Rating Club's next meeting will be on Tuesday, February 6th. This time, plan to meet in the courtyard by 2:45 for our club yearbook picture. Don't forget to bring your group rating chapter if you were in there last time.
Japanese Language Club. If you're interested in the Japanese language or just studying languages in general, come check out the club today in Coach Anderson's room 6115. New members are always welcome. The leaders of tomorrow will be meeting Monday, February 5th in room 4110 at 2:45 p.m. Anyone interested can join us. Pizza will be provided. JHS Movie Club meets today directly after school in room 5108 for the first introductory meeting. We will be meeting on every other Friday to watch a movie that the club votes on. Hope to see you there.
My Friend's Closet clothing drives ends this week. Please bring in clothes for men, women, and children in all sizes. For every 10 items donated, you can receive 2 hours of community service. All students and staff may drop off clothes in Miss Ellis's room 4118 or give them to Miss Reller. Thanks for helping out your community. Sports, girls flag football. Freshman tryouts are Monday and Tuesday, February 5th and 6th. 10th through 12th grade tryouts are on Wednesday and Thursday, February 7th and 8th. Boys basketball plays Palm Beach Gardens tonight at home. Jupiter High weightlifting has 2 girls going to the state finals this weekend. Best of luck to Faith Flynn and Amber Ham. Stay tuned for a special request from Kaya Chalmer and the vaping PSA we promised you yesterday. Have a super weekend, Jupiter High.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you know that the talent search show I was on, Celebration of Music, was rescheduled because of Hurricane Irma. I'm now heading to Gainesville this Sunday for the finals. I could really use your votes, so if you get the chance, please check out www.celebrationofmusic.com/Kaya-Chalmer and vote for me. I really appreciate your support. It's a really close race, and I just recently found out that the live show, each audience member's vote counts as 10 votes. Since I'm not a Gainesville local, I could really use as many votes as possible. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Hey guys, I'm Brent Rose, writer and Magic Dragon. So if you're a human living on the surface of the earth, by now you know that e-cigs and vapes are everywhere. But perhaps you didn't know it's billowed into a $2 billion a year industry. That's a lot of money to be spent on what is literally vaporware. But all is not rosy for these tokers. The FAA recently banned vapes on a plane, starring Samuel L. Jackson, citing the fact that they can contain harmful chemicals.
The more times you heat it over and over and over again, that contributes to some of the carcinogens or formaldehydes that we see in e-cigarette aerosols, according to some recent research.
Couple that with tales of exploding batteries, child poisonings, and all kinds of other bad stuff, and you've got to wonder what the hell is going on here. Today, we're diving into the world of vaping to see if we can find out. What goes into the hardware?
The liquids that we have over here. We have fruity, desserty. We have adult flavors too. The flavor that you have here is Fruit Loops flavor too.
Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
That is a fruity O-shaped breakfast cereal, if ever I smoked one. So after vaping all morning, I want to know what it's doing to my lungs. So I'm heading to USC's Health, Emotion, and Addiction Laboratory to talk to some of the top researchers in the field. A lot of people say, hey, this is vaping, it's not smoking.
Right.
What is the difference between vapor and smoke?
You take any kind of mixture of chemicals and you heat it up to a temperature, there's going to be some chemical reactions that are occurring, right? And some of those chemicals are going to be hazardous.
And there is a governmental agency, I believe, that regulates food flavorings and stuff like that.
You can take a chemical that's safe to ingest and swallow. It may not be safe to inhale. I think one of the issues that's been raised is the substance that's been used to create a buttery consistency. So if you get like microwave popcorn, it's caused by this chemical diacetyl. That's safe to eat and swallow. But inhaling, it's a different story. Workers in these plants that were creating these bags of popcorn that have, the diacetyl buttery flavoring, were developing this rare lung disease. Companies are putting diacetyl in their e-juice because you need something to create that viscosity.
So we've got this like popcorny flavor that we know when inhaled causes this major lung problem. And yet these companies are putting it directly into juice that is meant to be inhaled.
Right.
Is that right?
But we don't know whether if you vape it, it has the same effects. It could have very little effects or it could have equally severe effects. So we're trying to study that right now.
That kind of raises a point. This is all so new that we don't know anything about the long-term health effects. Is that about right?
Exactly right.
So I'd like to talk a little bit about what's in these various liquids. We know that nicotine is very toxic if ingested. We've got these little bottles here. They've got, fruity pictures on them. How much of this would it take to kill a kid?
It might only be 1 or 2 milliliters. Now,
A sip of your coffee that you take, or even a child's sip, is about 5 milliliters.
So it would just take a sip to kill a kid, and yet we don't really have childproofing on these. Why is that?
That is one of the frustrating things about these products, because you can buy a lot of things, Tylenol, aspirin, Drano, and those all require packaging that is child resistant.
Right. And when we're getting into these bigger custom rigs, what's the problem there?
They're lithium-ion batteries. And what's happening is that people are maybe overcharging them, using improper chargers. In addition, they're carrying extra ones in their pocket. And if your phone's in there, if your key's in there, anything that has metal on metal contact can start a fire. So we've seen burns to legs, the groin region, but also these have exploded, for lack of a better word, when people have been having it close to their face. And we've seen bad burns to the face and to the neck region and the upper chest from these batteries exploding.
So what did we learn here today? Listen, I used to smoke, and years later, after all the chemical dependencies have faded away, I still miss just playing with the smoke. So yeah, vaping today was really fun for me, but at the same time, my lungs feel absolutely trashed. They say it takes getting used to, but I'm positive my body does not want me to get used to that. So it's possible that it could be a healthier alternative to smoking cigarettes. But here's the scariest thing. Vaping is so new that we know nothing about the long-term health effects. Maybe it'll prove to be harmless, or maybe we'll see a sudden spike in lung cancer 20 years from now. We just don't know. But if we learned one thing that's beyond question, it's that you absolutely have to keep this stuff out of kids' reach, because even a small sip could kill one in 20 minutes flat. If you're making the choice to try vaping, you have to know what the potential consequences could be. Personally, I say hold off until we know more. But what do you think?